What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a simulation of the 2017 NHL playoffs. So, if you guys could go hit the like button right now, I'd really appreciate that. So, I know EA does one of these every year, and some other people do them as well, but I thought I'd do my own here because, I thought it'd be something fun, be interesting, see what happens. But I'm sure most of you guys know the matchups by now, but I'll quickly run through them. So over in the Central Division we have Chicago versus Nashville, Minnesota versus St. Louis, and then in the Pacific Division we have Anaheim versus Calgary, and Edmonton versus San Jose. Alright, and then over in the East we have Montreal versus the Rangers. And then we have my Sens versus the Bruins. And then the Capitals versus the Leafs. And the Penguins versus the Blue Jackets. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start the playoffs. So the way I'm going to be doing this is I'm just going to simulate every game up to the Cup Finals. Originally I was gonna just simulate one round and then kind of like show the stats and everything, but I think I'm just gonna simulate everything up to the Cup Finals, and then I'll go back and we'll see what happened in the first 2 rounds, or 3 rounds I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and simulate those games and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so the simulation is complete, and as you can see we have the St. Louis Blues versus the Washington Capitals for the Stanley Cup. And they actually have identical records, which is kind of funny, 12-6. So I'm going to go over to the playoff tree here. And also you can see there Corey Perry leading the playoffs with 19 points. But anyways, here is the playoff tree. There were a few surprises, nothing too crazy though. Nashville getting swept by Chicago, I don't think that's going to happen. Edmonton getting swept by San Jose, that's definitely not going to happen. And again, I know this is not accurate, it's just for fun, but Columbus beating Pittsburgh is probably the biggest surprise, especially 4-1. I don't see that happening. And then my Sens actually beat the Bruins in 7 games, and that's actually what I picked in my bracket, so that's kind of funny. And speaking of my bracket, I actually picked Washington over Edmonton for the Cup, so I might be half right. But anyways, there you go. So for the Cup Final here, I'm going to simulate each game individually. So we're going to go simulate, and I'm just going to simulate the whole thing. So game 1 goes to Washington. They take it by a score of 2-1. Alright, so they lead 1-0. Alright, let's go to game 2. Alright, simulate the whole thing. And let's see who wins game 2. Washington again, another 1-goal victory, 4-3. Alright, St. Louis has to get it going here on home ice. Alright, on to game 3. And game 3 goes to St. Louis by a score of 4-2. So they definitely had to win that one to get back into the series. Alright, let's simulate game 4. And game 4 goes to St. Louis by a score of 3-2. So the series is now even. I think it said they had 46 shots there. Crazy. So we're all tied up at 2 now. They have identical records. Look at that, 14-8. And just for the record, this is definitely a Cup Final matchup that I could see actually happening. But anyways, game 5 goes to Washington by a score of 5-3. Alright, so they have a chance to win it now in Game 6. Alright, let's go ahead and simulate. And Game 6 goes to the Washington Capitals by a score of 2-1. So there is your Stanley Cup winners, according to my sim. And so there you go. The 2017 Cup champions, Washington Capitals. Now Washington, I want to talk about them for a minute. So, as I mentioned a while ago, I do have them winning the Cup over Edmonton. You know, they're definitely a team that can do it. I know they're a lot of people's favorites, and I don't know, I feel like this is their last chance to make a serious Cup run, because they can only keep all those guys for so long, right, and like fail so many times. But hey, we'll see what happens, right? I mean, I can definitely see this happening in real life. So again, that's gonna be it for this one. Obviously this isn't accurate by any means, but you know, it's fun, just for fun, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Let me know who you guys think will win the Cup. Alright? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.